Isreal DNW, Davido's logistic manager, arrives London ahead of his concert in London. According to the video that is being circulated on social media right now, a lot of people are responding to that. I think that video is hilarious to an extent. This is a funny time. And Davido made a tweet recently about missing out a person of Isreal DNW. I think that is why they decided to take Isreal from Nigeria down to London and have a good time. It's going to be a timeless night with Davido, and Isreal is going to be performing as usual like what he did at the O2 Arena. Before we dive in, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos. Thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos. Many Davido's critics want to see his tears. That is one thing I decided to speak about in this video because I've been online, trying to get some kind of input from a lot of persons in regarding his timeless album. I think right now I'm beginning to understand that a lot of people are giving thumbs down for that timeless album because Davido never shed tears in that album. Remember when he wanted to put out the album, some persons wrote an open letter to Davido saying that you have to use this album to mourn Ifeanyi. Mourning to some people means shedding tears and looking gloomy and disturbed or depressed. He came out from that state with a lot of vigor and vibrant energy and seems not to be sitting well with a lot of people. Like Daniel Rega, who has been on the neck of Davido ever since he came back on social media, started the story of Davido how to pay his 20 million naira promise to a certain persons, and also he has to be politically involved and different things. Instead of this guy to stand behind Davido, comfort him, and then help him to double his energy this time around, he's busy criticizing him. But I think Timeless album is an album that really talked about what he's been through recently and in a level of energy which most people are really surprised about. It sounded so hard this time around, and that was an interesting one. Remember that his CNN interview, he said something about, yes, I was unable to cope until I read some messages from loved ones around the world. Even ministers, presidents around the world, they were reaching out to me to give a support to an extent, and that got me back to the music industry. Let's have a glimpse of that interview.
Even like most of the songs that we didn't come to make this album like, oh, we're coming, we're sad. Obviously it was a tragic situation, but I still had to like be strong for everybody, not only my wife, my family, my dad, her family, my son that's watching us. Do you understand? I know that at the end of the day, people would want David to be on stage again. Eventually, people would want me to be able to make the thousands of people happy that I do on a daily. Do you understand? I know that deep down, like, that's what people would have wanted. So obviously, like, I really had to really calm myself down. You know what I'm saying? Take a step back. And this has showed me that I was really born to do you understand? Because this situation will break anybody. I don't care how talented you are. I don't care how you love it. So this situation has shown me that for us to be able to come back and regroup ourselves, gather ourselves, and be strong enough to deliver this record, I feel like that's what we're here to do. That's what we're brought to do in this world. I'm just ready to get back. I'm ready to just, go back on the road. A lot of things are going to be different, but music-wise, on the album, you will hear a couple, songs that, might, take you back and, into some emotions. So with this record, you definitely hear, me talk about a couple things that I've been through personally, but you're also going to dance. You're also going to, smile. You're also going to, hear some cheeky songs. You're also going to hear some songs that you're like, yo, David is stubborn. You're also going to hear some songs where it's everything. You know what I'm saying? It's everything. Like I said, we took our time, and yeah, we're ready for the world to hear it. One thing that I'd say has helped, it was the support, from everybody. Like, I've had people that I haven't spoken to in years, and it's just, nobody would want that, and everybody knows that me and Chema didn't deserve that. If anybody in the world even like kind of deserved that thing, like we didn't deserve that.
Because everybody's heart broke for you and for Chema.
Yeah. So we just, what I'm saying, like, personally with me, like, the support that I got from people was one of the things that helped me stand up again. I remember I couldn't open my Instagram for like 3 weeks. I was like, on my one day I was like, yo, bring my phone, let me just check it. And then I just checked it. I just saw like from every kind of person in the world you can imagine, from politician to sportsman to other musicians to presidents.
Right.
So like that was one thing that really, made me like, strong enough to stand up again, get back in the studio, and get back to what I do and what I love.
Many of his critics were not satisfied with this interview. They were not satisfied with his Timeless album, and they were not satisfied with his music comeback. I think that amounts to enemy of progress. That is what I believe about that, because this time around a lot of people are saying prayers for the family of Davido at a point like this, and thank God he came back with such an energy. Some persons like Daniel has been on the neck, dragging him based on the recent posts he's making, and nobody is taking this guy serious again because it has become a malicious one with him. Davido composers performed at Stephen Colbert's show in US, and that was scintillating to an extent. I think with such an energy we witnessed at that performance, yes, we have to expect a lot of intriguing performances from Davido and a lot of scintillating ones from him. Let's have a glimpse of that performance.
I don't want to sleep alone. Wanna hold you tight. I go mad, but I'll be alright.
Based on this performance you've seen so far, I hope you are ready for a timeless night with Davido in Nigeria, because he promised that this month or later this month is going to be having a timeless night in Lagos. That is Tafawa Balewa Square in Lagos, and a lot of people are really gearing up for that concert or that event. His US show, he displayed high amount of energy that dazzled a lot of his fans and some music critics out there. He and a person of Wizkid has promised a joint tour, and he even went further to promise a collaboration with Wizkid. I think we are really expecting that to come to us later this year. He said he's going to finish his tour first before embarking on a joint tour with a person of Wizkid. How are you enjoying the Timeless album of Davido? I want you to leave that in the comment section so that we can expand the topic and talk about it further. Talking about Isreal arriving in London is an interesting part of the whole story. I think Isreal is one of the biggest names around Davido, in terms of people making Davido to actually gain happiness to an extent. He's always a funny person, like a clown within the 30 BG. And this guy arrived London with his local bell and then announced to us that, man, Davido brought him to London, gave him visa access and the rest, and now he's having a big time in London. Let's have a glimpse of Isreal arriving in London and what he said about his coming or going to London.
Oga, I don't share London. Oga, are you getting the visa? I don't want to share London. Where's you? Oga? Are you giving me visa? Share London. I don't want you. I don't want visa. Where's you? Thank you for you. You give me. I need to help me. Where's you? Oga, wait for you. Make me for London, Oga. It's around there. Where's you? Yeah. For my life, that my mom. Where's you, Baba? Where's you? Baba? Where's you? Okay, do it for you. When you come, you come for answer. Where's your mom? Where's you? Oh, where's you?
Before I dive off, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos. Thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below, the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our video.